It's time for another hashtag not a review, the segment where I take a product and give you guys a hands-on spotlight. I'm your host, Jon Patton. This is kind of a take two on the Sharps Rifle Company XPB, or Extreme Performance Bolt BCG. It's a long one because we didn't quite get things 100% on our first take, and that simply won't do. I hope you guys understand. Now, when you first look at this thing, there are a few things that kind of stand out. First, you have the kind of tapered / chamfered lugs on the bolt itself. That is the Sharps Reliabolt that has been coated in the same stuff as the rest of the BCG. The other differences lie in the weight. Seeing this thing next to a standard BCG helps tell the entire story. It actually isn't any lighter than a normal BCG, although it may appear that way and feel that way. They've actually moved the weight into different areas of the part to change the way it feels and moves. It used to be known as their balanced bolt carrier group. You can see this with the cuts on the rear, on the side, and as well as the forward portion of the BCG. Some of the areas have materials cut out, while others are a bit bigger or thicker than standard AR-15 carriers. Sharps also utilizes a 24-hour heat treat on these, which is cool to see. A lot of manufacturers these days are doing more treatments to make parts last longer, and this is no different. On top of all that, it's coated with something called DLC, or diamond-like carbon. I won't get too deep into the science of it, but the coating is intended to reduce friction. I've seen it used on pistol slides as well as other gun parts before, and I heard good things, so it's cool to see that on a part that sees a ton of movement and potential wear and tear. So what does all this stuff mean? To try and understand what makes the Sharps XPB different, we had to start out with the basic old Palmetto State Armory mid-length upper. And it shoots pretty good. Nothing too special, but not bad either. And then we threw the XPB in there. Now, while I will say there wasn't a jaw-dropping difference, there was a difference. The gun seemed to run a bit more smooth. I suspect that has to do with the weight distribution as well as the chamfered lugs on the bolt. It's less of a clunk into battery and more of a slide into battery, if that makes any sense. I think the thing to note here is that subtlety is the name of the game. If the BCG was drastically different, you may have issues with the gun running, assuming everything else is factory, and that didn't seem to be the case here. Now, obviously, to really find out what this thing is truly made of, you would need to send thousands of rounds down range and run it through a bunch more testing, but I wanted to put this thing on your radar. And because I know you guys are going to ask, the current price as of this filming for these on the Sharps website is $164. Now, if you want to learn more, you can head over to sharpsriflecompany.com, and if you want to watch another hashtag not a review, check out this one we did on the MagnetoSpeed V3 magnetic chronograph. And as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon.